Hey, so I wanted to make a new video today, going over every unique you should corrupt in the game, not including stuff like boss uniques or like heist uniques, just general uniques you get from in the map, right? This is a question I've gotten a lot on stream, what unique should I corrupt? And something I couldn't really answer because truthfully, there's dozens and dozens of uniques you should corrupt. So I made a spreadsheet, and now this is probably missing some amount of uniques, of course. This probably doesn't have all of them, but this should be a good general baseline for those wondering, what should I corrupt? A good general rule of thumb for corrupting uniques: if it's worth under like one divine, it's generally worth to corrupt. If it's one divine or over, then you should usually sell it or double corrupt if you want to gamble. Your choice, right? So stuff like, let's say, jewels. Every jewel in the game you should pretty much corrupt, but there are jewels that are like, five or six divines. In that case, I would just sell it. Would not corrupt it, obviously. It's too big of a gamble, at least for me, right? Or you should double corrupt it if you do want to gamble it, right? So yeah, a lot of these are just worth like 5 to 10 C, but if you get the right implicits, they can be easily worth like 8 to 10 divines. For example, Blunderbore and Lightning Coil. If you get like +2 gems on these are worth 8 to 10 divines in the like 5C chest, right? Like they are so valuable if you get the right corruption. And getting the right corruption, like you'll get like one in, let's say, like every like 50 to like 70 chest, somewhere around there. And it's better to corrupt 50 to 70 chests over selling 50 to 70 lightning coils for like 10 C each, right? It's way more time efficient, first of all, right? So, and stuff like Blunderbore 2, where this is like a 5C chest, like you don't want to do 5C trades, just corrupt these chests, 50 to 70 chests, right? You get one good implicit, you sell for 8 divines, way better, way more time efficient, and even way more currency in this case. So, Valor Orb's only like, what, like half a cast or something? So yeah, these are generally all uniques you want to corrupt. There's definitely more. I'll update this list, as I go. I probably like forgot like a couple of things. Hopefully this is a good general guideline for those who are like new to Magic finding or just new to the game in general, right? Because honestly, if you're just doing regular mapping, you should still be corrupting uniques, no matter what. There's also some uniques like Heartbound Loop and Girl of the Brotherhood. These you have to quality first before you corrupt them. You see myself, I am saving Call of the Brotherhoods. I don't do Heartbound Loop, but you can. Saving Call of the Brotherhoods, you qualities up, and then you corrupt them. And if you get a good implicit, these can easily be worth like over 10 divines. So yeah, these are generally worth saving up and then corrupting. There's also stuff like Ralacash and Greed's Embrace. Depending on prices, these can be worth to corrupt. Generally with Greed's Embrace, I don't really corrupt it. If it's worth like a divine, like if I get a really good roll, like 15 quant, 48% rarity, I generally sell it instead. But if I get something like 15 quant, 35% rarity, I'll corrupt it. Just as an example. Ralacash, this depends on the price of the boots. Early on in the league, Ralacash is worth like, 4 or 5 divines, in which case you wouldn't corrupt it. Now it's worth like 40C. At 40C, I would say it's generally worth to corrupt. But yeah, it entirely depends the current price on uniques, obviously. If your unique is worth like 1 divine or over, that's the point where I sell it. If it's worth like under 1 divine or like 150 to C or below, that's generally the point where I start corrupting it. Obviously, it also depends on your wealth, right? Like, if 100C is a lot to your current progress, then I generally want to corrupt it and just sell it. So yeah, I didn't put the every implicit you want here, as that would have been a ton of work. There's some uniques have like 4 or 5 implicits that are potentially worth like at least like 100C plus or something. So yeah, hopefully this is a nice general guideline. Whenever you corrupt a unique, you get an implicit, just check the price real quick. If it's worth something, sell it. If not, just vendor it. And then if it is worth something, well, now you know next time that that implicit is worth something. So yeah, hopefully this video is like helpful. I'll have this Google Doc link below, of course. I also stream on Twitch daily, so if you have any questions or just want to hang out, feel free to join. I'll also link that below. But yeah, that's about it.